Alright, there we go, folks. Let me just put this parched up here. I'm gonna be driving, so it's gonna be a fun moment. I think I did this once before, but we'll see how that goes. But, anyways, what I really need to talk about, besides making sure I don't get copyright infringement, is we gotta talk about the difference in writers in Power Rangers Beast Morphers. That's just one thing we really need to talk about, because it's kind of funny if you look. It's like if you look and understand the different art styles. Well, in quotations, art styles. Because their stories are good. It's like all their stories are good. Every single one of them is pretty decent. The dentist one is kind of though. It's like, yeah, that was kind of a messed up move on that one. But everything else, it's a good one. It's well written. All of them are good and written well. The only thing that's really the hiccup is the comic relief, the Climatic Cluo. And you notice because technically Climatic Duo, I'm talking about Cat Lady and Owlboy, which is like, holy shit. It's like, you can see for yourself. It's like, if it's way over the top and it's like total what the fuck, the Climatic Duo wrote the freaking episode. But if it's subtle, like for instance, I'm actually recording this is episode 16, which funny enough, the TV guide actually says it's episode 17. I was late to actually put episode 15, but I want to talk about in episode 15. I was late to put that up, and I was like, okay, which episode is this again? It's like, yeah, right now you're watching episode 17. They're like, yeah, but it looked like to me that I only have episode 14 up, and it's like, what the freak? I missed an episode? It's like I have to do two videos instead of one, and it's like, my gosh, what the? It's like, no, the TV guy fricked up. It's episode 16, not 17. My goodness. So you can see that episode 16 gorilla art. My gosh, this dude's just walking so slowly, trying to actually get hit by a car. But anyways, you can notice that in gorilla art is one of them. Where notice the fact that the comic relief is them trying to use the hose and they fell down. And then the next one after that was Betty sat down and the freaking water actually fell on Betty and Ben. It's like, yeah, it just fell on both of them. Ha ha ha, funny. Not over the top. It was pretty subtle and okay. Now, if we were dealing with the freaking Climatic Cluo, we know exactly what would happen if they actually were in charge of the comic relief and in charge of this episode. What would happen is that they get the fire hose started, and the fire hose is going so out of control that they're actually up in the sky. And they get flung way far away by that freaking hose, and the Rangers come and they stop the hose, and there you go. It's like, that's what I figured. I mean, I figured that much. And it's kind of funny, though. It's basically the right. It's like, yeah, Johnny Hartman was in charge of this episode. It's kind of funny to actually look and be like, well, it seems like they're kind of stupid to me, man, because they're trying to actually wipe paint away with a freaking paper towel or a napkin or something. It's like, yeah, it's not gonna work, dude. I don't know what exactly you think is. It's like, it's not gonna work. You two, it's not gonna work. It's like, I don't know what exactly you're thinking, but it's not gonna work. It makes basically insults their intelligence, like right here. versus the last episode, the episode that I actually just put up on Saturday. Yeah, but most likely thing. It's like, views are never gonna be awesome when it comes to those reviews. It totally sucks. That's just like this person who's in front of me who took too long to turn. It's just not going to actually work for me. It's like, yeah, so that's why I don't even call it a review. So anyways, the last episode, we actually had the craziness of where we had the freaking cake. And first you had three. Yeah, I didn't even notice. It's like, so does that mean that we also can tell that it's them writing it when they have three funny things in the episode. It's like, I'm not sure. I think that's only sometimes they put three if they're able to. So the cake incident is like one, they have the cake and the police officer's like, "Oh fuck this shit," and throws the cake in his face, or yeah, in Ben's face, ha ha ha. And the next one is like, "Well, we got another cake. The cake's smaller, and well, Betty eventually got to sit in it." And then the last one, which was supposed to be funny, was just okay, yeah, it works out. That was okay. I wasn't truly over the top. Is that the dad's like, "Here, you should have some of the icing too," and they have an icing fight. That kind of does remind me of the food fight episode on Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. That one does, kind of, sort of. Yeah, but in all seriousness, though, it's like you can tell when the writer changes and when the writer doesn't change. When the writer actually is different from the time before, you can actually tell that. And it's pretty funny because it's like, oh, if it's over the top, oh crap, it's the Cyclamic Cluo. And it's not over the top, but still, they keep me guessing, though. They keep me guessing, but I'm like, yeah, and sometimes when it comes to Cyclamic Cluo, they do have someone else in the room writing with them, and the other people are able to make them tone it down a little bit more than what it was. So that's the good news. Yeah, the bad news is that when they're all alone, though, oh, fuck. Gee. I guess one last thing we can talk about is the Racer Resort and the Wrecker Resort still not available in stores. Like, you can't actually go to the store and get it. It's like, it's not there, it's online, and it's like, well, you don't know what you're getting online. It's like they just have a stock photo, but you're pretty sure you don't know what the friggin' looks like. It's like as soon as you get it, it could actually have a messed up scratch, like all over the freaking car. And you just bought it, and well, lo and behold, oh damn, oh shoot. Yeah, but you start to say, even though you can't find it in stores, at least Hasbro's still doing better than Bandai when it comes to the Subsurf Resort. The Subsurf Resort has never been made, never planned to be made, but yet they showed it in the damn freaking TV show. That was the most horrible and completely dumbass thing I've ever freaking heard. It is so unfreaking damn believable. My goodness, seriously? It's like you would figure that, oh yeah, the Pink Ranger Zord. Oh yeah, yeah, they hate the Pink Ranger Zord, but wait until you check out the fact that they don't like the Purple Zord. Oh, lo and behold, holy shit. Well, anyways, I made it, so I gotta go. But still, man, damn. Oh, what is their problem? They could have not for Zord and been with it. They could have done it, but yet they're like, we're gonna do it anyways. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what is wrong with you guys? What is wrong with you?